Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot, Friday afternoon, as I'm doing this with the Storytellers Tarot. And it's a very Prince Harry tarot deck for me. I'm looking at the story of Prince Harry's sudden appearance in Ukraine straight after his court appearance in London to plea for better security. But hero Harry had to flee the court after a heckler made some trouble in court. He ran away, but it turned out that the heckler maybe wasn't such a stranger or such a threat to him after all. Have looked at that in previous readings. He ran away, and he ran away to Ukraine, and where he put on appearance thanks to the Invictus Games. All seems to have been paid for. Private jet flew Harry first of all to London, then to Ukraine. He showed up wearing an Invictus, it looks like a puffer jacket or something. First time he's worn Invictus merch, interestingly. Didn't bother. In Canada, he seemed to be busy, possibly, allegedly, merching Eddie Bauer clothing. But anyway, there he was at a very high risk place, a hospital that had been repeatedly bombed, but seemingly safer there because, according to sources close to the has-been, his security in Ukraine was more robust than his security in the UK. So, of course, there's been howls of outrage and cries of hypocrisy, and he's been accused of being a fool because, of course, Ukraine is rather a political hot potato at the moment, and, of course, his visit overshadowed the King and Queen's trip to Italy, did all the wrong things, but, of course, gained great press coverage for Harry, promoted Invictus Games, made him look like hero Harry, as I say, even though he had to run away from a heckler who wasn't even heckling. She was supporting him in court and allegedly known to him, very well known to him. It looks bad. We're going to do a little 5-card reading. We're going to ask how safe he was in Ukraine, how safe he is in the UK, comparatively. We're going to ask why he did this little stunt. Why did he pull this stunt? What was it about? And how it's going to impact his quest for security in the UK courts and through Ravik. Are they going to look at this and think, really? You go to Nigeria and Colombia and Ukraine, but you're crying that you're not safe in the UK. You can't bring your wife and children to the UK because the streets of London are so dangerous. It is all a bit much. We're going to see what's going on. It's tarot. It's for fun and entertainment. It's all opinion, all speculation. Just read energy. Disclaimer in the box below. Here we go. We got the 7 of Spikes. Ooh, that's coward. It's my coward card. The 7 of Spikes. Our underlying energy. 7 of Swords in normal tarot. For those of you who are wondering where these spikes came from. It's the coward card. It's the runaway card, which I have been referencing already in this reading. Run away to Ukraine, and try and put on this brave face and look, see, what a big brave boy I am. Not afraid of anything. I can show up. Bunker Harry can show up and pretend to be doing something useful. No point him being there. He's not a statesman. He's not representing anyone. It's Invictus Games. He's milking it, in my opinion, in many people's opinions. He's milking that charity for all it's worth to make him look good and get a free trip to London. So bang on a trip to Ukraine afterwards, and then I can charge it to Invictus Games. I don't have to pay for my appearance in the UK, and I can get all the limelight and look like a big hero. But actually, according to the tarot, you're a big fat coward. That's my opinion. Situation, what are we dealing with? We are dealing with the 9 of Hearts in reverse. That's the 9 of Cups. That's the good life, the wish fulfillment card. You can see, rub the lamp and the genie will come out and grant all your wishes. It's somebody who's feeling that he's not getting his own way. It's a bit petulant. It's a bit smug, it's a bit entitled, that card. It's not one of my favorite cards in the tarot because it is the smug and entitled card and the indulgent card and living the high life at the expense of everyone else. What about that? Living the high life at the expense of everyone else, getting that free flight to London and then Ukraine and all the rest of it. But sour grapes there because he thinks he should have more. He should have more security. He should have Windsor Castle and the Crown and everything else as well that goes with it. I'm being snarky, but that's because it's tarot and it's for fun and entertainment. So that's our underlying energy, and our heart of the matter is someone who's a bit nose put out of joint, is the kind of vibe that I get from that petulant prince. He's often described as, and he seems to have acquired a permanent sort of sneer on his face, that lip curl that he does all the time now, like he looks at you like you have a bad smell. It's very unpleasant, just energetically. His energy is awful, and that's coming from me as an energy reader. So, how safe in Ukraine is he? A hospital that's repeatedly been shelled, bombed, whatever. And we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's not really giving me security, it's giving me sorrow. Tremendous sorrow there. And of course there is. And the things that are going on in that country, or parts of that country, are heartbreaking. It's just tragedy, the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's not, oh, you're in terrible danger. Not at all. He seems to have been protected, but exposed to things that were very difficult emotionally. And fair play to him for showing up and doing that, but it's more of a publicity stunt, in my opinion, than anything else. That's my view of it. I'm not getting risk here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm getting exposure to things that are very difficult emotionally, depleting and upsetting. But I'm also getting something else, and I just have to say this. I'm getting the need for love and adoration, this sort of bottomless pit that he is emotionally a void. The Ace of Cups is in reverse is an emotional void, and needing it to be filled by people saying, oh, we love you, Prince Harry. Thank you for coming and spending time with us and caring about us, and you're so marvelous, and you're just like Mummy Diana. I'm getting that energy in here as well. I know I'm meant to be looking at how dangerous the situation was. I'm getting a whole other thing. I'm getting not dangerous. I'm getting somebody with a tremendous void in their soul, with the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse, that needs to be filled by other people, or by this notion of doing good, being hero Harry, but not actually. And we know he's not actually, because we have the Seven of Spikes as our underlying energy. And this is just an energy reading, and this is just my opinion. How dangerous is it for him in the UK? Maybe it's terribly dangerous. I got the Hermit. The Hermit is, there's no danger in the Hermit card. The Hermit is hiding energy, retreat and withdrawal. This tells me, and it's a Harry's major arcana for Virgo. I always have to say that, just for those who don't know, who might have just dropped in and, you know, just passing by. The Hermit is Virgo, major arcana is Prince Harry's self, his archetype or energy. And the Hermit is a shy and retiring energy and tends to go within and be withdrawn. But because they are seeking their own wisdom and their own guidance, so he sees in the UK that he needs to withdraw from the public. He needs to remain hidden from the public. But there is no threat there. There is only his inner sense of what's going on. Because the Hermit, you go into your own mental space. That's what hermits do. They go into their minds. and they meditate and they try and access other realms and wisdom and whatever. Not that has-been's going to do that, although he claims to meditate. That's my very negative opinion of him. This is just someone who's, I think, misguided about what's actually going on. So I'm not getting risk anywhere, but I have to hide. I can't tell anyone where I'm staying. I can't, and apparently that the press don't get notice of where he's going to be. He flies in unannounced. Well, he's got to give 30 days notice to Ravik, which will probably be scaled down, I should imagine, to placate him, stop him from taking them to the European court or whatever he's planning next. But can't tell the press where he's going to be staying. It's all a big secret. It's all cloak and dagger stuff. That's the hermit, for no reason other than he thinks in his own little dim brain that he's at risk. Dumb as a rock, Piers Morgan called this stunt going to Ukraine after his court appearance in London. Anyway, why did he really go to Ukraine? What was it about? Was it to overshadow the royals, to prove he's a big brave boy? Because he really cared about, what was going on there. Invictus, what was it all about? Ooh, the Emperor in reverse. This is the poke in the eye to the king. Absolutely. The king is the Emperor. We could also say the Emperor might be Donald Trump as well. Absolute poke in the eye. You're in Italy. I'm going to go to Ukraine and show that I'm really down there where it's real, because I'm the hero, Harry, and I've done active service and whatever he claims to have done. Not so much according to Trevor Court, which got Trevor Court into a whole lot of trouble, which he's only just beginning to extricate himself from. I'm also getting Donald Trump. Of course, poke in the eye for Donald Trump. You say what you say about this conflict and you've decided what you've decided. I'm going to go and show support in a very calculated way. It's going against rulership, which is the emperor. It's going against organizations. It's going against the military and the intelligence and the police, and it's going against the state, and it's going against power, which I think ties this back to the previous reading of doing things to provoke and upset and overshadow. It's all about overshadowing the king, really, and saying, I know better, and I'm reading the situation better than you all are. But overshadowing the king's trip to Italy most emphatically, in my opinion, and that is why Prince William's trying to message him, signal to him, you need to see things with power differently, otherwise you're going to regret it. Previous reading. How's it going to impact his quest for security, either in the Court of Appeal or with Ravik, if it gets kicked back to Ravik, which I personally believe it's going to be, or some kind of a new deal is going to be brokered. What's going to happen? Is it going to help or hinder? We got the sun in reverse. Yeah, it's gonna mess it up. Dumb as a rock. That's what Piers Morgan said. That's what I'm repeating here. Dumb as a rock. The sun is success, joy, triumph. You can see the way it's depicted, that it's just glory. It's in reverse. It's negativity. It's misery. It's losing. It's been cast into shadow. This is really going to mess things up. The wife is benefiting from the near catastrophic car chase in New York right now, going to the theatre in New York with a vast cavalcade and unmarked police cars and whatever else in a floor-length houndstooth skirt. I didn't think it was possible to make such a thing with houndstooth fabric, but there she was. Cover your eyes. She's reaping the benefits of all of their whinging about security in the United States, Harry's busy undermining it all by going to Ukraine. After running out of court because a woman loudly expressed support for him, a woman that he allegedly knows very well. But we're not sure about that. So we have to say we're speculating, and all of this is speculation. But yeah, it's not going to serve him well. The great void in his heart and soul that needs to be filled, not in danger anywhere, really. And the whole stunt was to upset the king, my opinion, and also give Donald Trump a bit of a flip the finger at Donald Trump and his father. My opinion, my very, very unfortunately negative opinion. I used to like the guy years ago. Just saying. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.